What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style O.G. And on today's video, I've got my picks for the 10 best spring colognes. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe and tap the notification bell and join us. And to my returning friends, like 2 cents, salute. Now it's springtime. Time to put away those heavy, dark colognes and add some lighter, fresher ones to your fragrance rotation. But with so many colognes to choose from, which are the best ones to rock this season? Don't worry, I've got you covered. I've got 10 great colognes that'll work for almost any guy out there. I promise at least 1 or 2 of this list will work for you. Got some classics and some newbies and everything in between. And of course, I'm gonna have links in the description to all the fragrances we talk about today if you wanna pick up a bottle or 2 for yourself. So without further ado, let's get into my picks for the 10 best spring colognes for this year. For my first pick, I've got a great transitional cologne. One that's woodsy enough to get you through those cool nights, but light enough to get you through those warm days. I'm talking about YSL Y. Now, I've always been a fan of Yves Saint Laurent's colognes, especially L'Homme and the Light. And this newer kid on the block is a worthy successor. Earthy, woody, fresh, and crisp. It's made up of bergamot, cedar, aldehyde, geranium, and sage. Like I said, this is a great transitional cologne coming into the new season. Very masculine, very fresh, and on top of that, has some of the best performance in the YSL line. Next up, I have a fresh, spicy, earthy scent that to me is a modern day classic. I'm talking about Hermès's Terre d'Hermès. Now this one has top notes of grapefruit and orange, mid notes of gunflint, peppers, peppercorn and geranium, and base notes of cedarwood and vetiver. This is a nice, sharp, citrus, masculine, but woody scent. It is one you're gonna see a lot of guys recommend for this spring and any spring. And to me, one of the most classic colognes that's come around since the 2000s started. Next up, I have a pick from a line I'm always recommending. I think it might be the most underrated cologne line out there. I'm talking about John Varvatos with John Varvatos' Artisan Pure. Now this is a great herbal, fresh, aromatic scent with top notes of lemon, bergamot, and thyme, mid notes of ginger and petitgrain, and base notes of wood, orris root, amber, and musk. This is clean, modern, and bright, and a nice citrusy scent. To me, this is destined to be a new classic and a great pick for you to try out this spring. Next up, I have a spring cologne I recommend every year. A great powdery, floral, but masculine scent. I'm talking about Prada L'Homme. Now this one has top notes of iris and amber, mid notes of neroli, and base notes of geranium and patchouli. I think this one is classic, sensual, distinctive, sophisticated, but yet versatile. One I rock every spring and one I highly recommend for you for this warmer season. Next up, I have my favorite springtime nighttime scent. Now this one is strong and powerful, and I wouldn't recommend wearing it during the day or at the office. I'm talking about none other than Versace Eros. Now this is a nice combination of vanilla, green apple, mint oil, lemon, and cedarwood. It's strong, it's sexy, it's powerful, and to me, very youthful, but every guy I think can wear it. It's intense, it's bright, just a strong, great nighttime spring fragrance. Next up, I have a great pick for spring that to me is smooth, creamy, but still very masculine. I'm talking about Chanel Allure Homme Sport. This is a great vanilla type scent with a hint of citrus. It has top notes of aldehydes and water, mid note of vetiver, and base notes of white musk, tonka beans, and amber. This one is smooth and creamy, a nice marine scent. It's fresh and it's sharp, and I think it's one that ladies will definitely like to get close to you because it's very smooth. If you're somebody that likes some citrus with a nice mix of vanilla, Chanel Allure Homme Sport, a great pick for you. Next, I have an aromatic, fresh marine scent that's not only one of the best spring colognes, but hands down is one of the best colognes, period. I'm talking about Acqua di Gio Profumo. Now this one is a great mix of top notes of fresh aquatic accords, bergamot, mid notes of geranium, sage, and rosemary, and base notes of patchouli and incense. To me, this one is versatile, smooth, clean, and fresh. A nice smoky, citrus, balsamic mix that I'm telling you is one of the best fragrances out there on the market. One of the best for year-round, but also a top-notch pick for the spring. Next up, we have a fresh, aquatic, woody, mineral-type scent that I recommend every spring. I'm talking about Joe Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Now this one has top notes of amber seeds, mid notes of sea salt, and a base of sage. To me, this cologne has a lot of texture to it. It's woody, it's fresh, it has that sea salt running through it. Woodsy, light and airy, but still sophisticated and seductive. And a favorite I've been rocking every spring for the last 3 or 4 years. And because this one is a little bit of a unisex one, you have to probably keep your girls' hands off of this one as well. Can't go wrong with Joe Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Next up, I have a great, fresh, aromatic, yet spicy scent that gets a lot of love from people who love fragrances. I'm talking about Prada L'Homme Rossa. Now this is a great mix of top notes of lavender absolute, bitter orange, mid notes of clary sage and spearmint, base notes of amber absolute and ambrox. Now to me, this is a great modern classic. A mix of green apples, marine type scents, kind of makes you think of being on the water and sailing during the spring. Fresh and crisp, and a great pick this spring or any spring, Prada L'Homme Rossa. And last but certainly not least on my list are the 10 best colognes for this spring. I have a great woody, citrusy, aromatic green scent. I'm talking about Givenchy's Gentleman. Now this one has top notes of bergamot and lemon, mid notes of rosemary, iris, and vetiver, and base notes of ambroxan and musk. To me, this is a great, fresh, bold, citrusy scent that's just spring appropriate. Hands down, one of my favorites for this season. It has a great mix of that woodiness, plus that green, just perfect for spring. Hands down, one of my absolute favorites for the spring. Don't hesitate to pick up a bottle of Givenchy's Gentleman. Okay, so there you have it. My picks for the 10 best spring colognes for this year. Make sure you let me know in the comment section what your favorite spring fragrances are. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit that like button. Helps the channel to grow. And of course, tap that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos we release every day at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I'll check you out tomorrow.